Here we have a 2018 on an 18 registration Temsa MD9 Lux 34 seat executive coach. Now, it's no secret that I love these. Best little pocket rocket on the market, honestly. I don't care what anybody says. This one is up in Newbridge near Edinburgh with RAV4 coaches. And up until last week she was immaculate. We've got wheel trims fitted, however it's had a bit of a altercation just there. Obviously that will be remedied prior to sale. Other than that, she's lovely. Under the bonnet you've got a Euro 6 Cummins ISBE 6.7 engine. That is driven through a ZF Ecolife fully automatic gearbox. Reverse camera is also fitted. These are a bone of contention when I was selling these new. This door. A lot of operators couldn't get the head round not having a continental door or some form of exit on the offside. Now, chances are you're not sending this on European tours. Okay. These are ideal vehicles for inner city for transfers. London, Edinburgh, places like that. And what's better than getting people off quickly than having two exits rather than one? That for me was a massive plus. Trying to convince people it was a massive plus wasn't that easy. Luggage, you've got a good amount of luggage on these. I'm not saying you're going to get 34 big suitcases in, because if you do, you're going to have to think about it. I think you would, but you couldn't sling them in. You would have to really sort of plan it right, to be honest. But a decent amount of luggage nonetheless. And then as we jump on board, we've got 34 reclining seats. They're fitted with 3-point seat belts, leather piping and headrest inserts. They've also got sideways movement to the seats. Got a rear floor mounted toilet with great access. Having that sort of diagonal entrance just makes them a bit easier to get into, and it's not actually, well, it's all locked, it's not actually a small toilet in there. We don't normally go in toilets anyway. Something else that was an aftermarket fitment once these vehicles arrived in the UK was this little hot drinks facility. Nowhere else to put it really, so A&D chose to build something that fitted just at the top of the back steps. There's trays to the seat backs. You've also got these USB connectors at every seat. Not ideal, these. You can see better on this one that hasn't got a cap on. I'm not a fan of top loading USBs because people these days are in that much of a world of their own. They'll just get up and walk away while they're still plugged in. Now if it's a push into the wall, your lead will just come out. When it's a top loader like that, there's always the chance it's going, unless they're fitted really well, and I've not really given one a shake, there's every chance that's either going to come off or the lead's going to come out of the person's phone or whatever. So I'm not a fan, but at the end of the day, they're still fitted and something's better than nothing. I love them in the racks, me. I do, honestly. Out the way. So, carpet to the aisle. We are fully air conditioned. It's a Spheros system on these. See the lock on these as well. It's phenomenal. These will turn on a tanner. Right, honestly, some of the places I've spun one of these round in just a U-ey. You know, you could literally drive out the gate there, do a U-ey and drive back in that space. They are honestly amazing with lock. I used to love driving them. When I was at a Reeve and we had to drive to exhibitions, I'd always jump in this. Forget your new TX. Didn't interest me. One of these. The other thing I like about them, they're just a little bit narrower than the main competitor. The 2.4 metres, and see that 1500 mil. What a difference it makes, just for, you know, rural areas, nipping in and out of traffic, nipping in and out of gaps. Honestly, perfect. I think the dash is really well laid out. Everything's where the driver can see it and reach it without having to sort of take his attention away from his main job too much. Mileage, it's done now, this. Not even 200,000 kilometres on it, so it's dead low mileage. Honestly, for me, best little coach on the market. Fridge in the dashboard. You've got lane departure warning, automated emergency braking system, adaptive cruise control. You have got courier seat, and that's your lot. So, to recap, she is a 2018 on an 18 registration, Temsa MD9 Lux, 34 seat executive midi coach.